It was a time where, after I graduated from drug court, Judge Courtney Wackel, courtroom E, I had already been going to first call Keith Faison's classes, and one day I showed up unannounced. I think this was one gala where you had uh, Sisters in Christ, you had the Healing House, and you had a few other uh, houses, sober houses, and a few other transitional living houses there. But nevertheless, they was there for a particular gala dealing with people. It wasn't a graduation, but it was new people into the wells being courted, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of staffing were there. So I come in, I sit down, and they wanted a lot of the staff to introduce themselves because they said, I think drug court and well court had kind of consolidated. And I think when Ms. Wacko was asking some of the house parents and some of the case managers, who was from the Hidden House, stand up and say your name, and et cetera, et cetera. And everybody's being recognized from whatever the organization they was from. And she said, she looked, she said, oh, I see we have Mr. Anderson here. How you doing, Willie? And I kind of acknowledged like that. She said, yeah, Willie is one of our graduation one who graduated. He's going to be alumni here pretty soon, and glad to see you here. And that kind of stood out because I used to go into that courtroom on full blast. I mean, fully loaded with, intoxicated with all type of substances, and it made me feel good to actually graduate that program and to be recognized by a lady who I used to, same lady who I used to give HELL to all the time before she sent me to Vernon and everything like that. And
how did that feel? How did that feel
well,
in your heart and
well,
your
it made
body?
it made me feel good because Courtney always wanted. Miss Walker always wanted to see me do good, and even though Mr. Maney, he always said, Willie, it's people who want to see you fail, but we don't. This is why Miss Walker called you back and signed you the contract back in January and brought you back into this court because she always felt that with a second chance you would probably do better, which was my last chance. And I avoided doing 3 180s, and I told Faison, I gave him my word. I said, Keith, if you allow me this second chance, man, I promise you I'll turn it around. And Faison said, okay. And as I was exiting to go back to Vernon, he called me. He said, Willie. I said, yeah. He said, look at me when I say this. He said, why one iota of a screw up? You're going to do them 380s. I said, I won't let you down. And he said, no, don't let yourself down. And I went back and came back and went to Heartland, graduated from there, went to the Monty, graduated from there, came here, did the thing here, and so here I am. So that made me feel real proud that Abby told me that she gave a progress report to Miss Wacko and have my apartment now. It's furnished.
Yeah.
Have my own keys, have my own
Willie,
lease.
wow.
Everything's turned around.
Wow.
So makes me feel real good. Really,
Absolutely.
it does. For her to call my name and
Yes.
get those reports, and
Absolutely.
now
To be recognized for all your hard work.
That's
Because
right.
you're putting in all the hard work.
A lot of people think that they think it's the norm to be recognized for accomplishment, but people don't have to recognize accomplishments. Ourselves, even ourselves, we want, everybody wants to be recognized for accomplishment.
Yes.
But I think accomplishment is kind of like the beginning. I want the whole accomplishment. I don't want just the apartment. I graduated for a few programs.
Right.
I want this accomplishment for be a lifetime. I'm 62. I want it to be for a lifetime. Those certificates, I want to wear them here. I just don't want them to see a piece of paper and bring them out and say I did this. I want to wear them here. So I want the accomplishments to be for a lifetime, really.
Wonderful.
So,
thank you, Willie.
yes.